Sounds like the whole top 1%. It works across the board, right? I mean, like what you said earlier about the 75% of business owners being remote is the majority of the workforce as far as the higher echelon goes. So with that, let's say
Absolutely.
you can give a word of insight, right? Let's say you're talking to tier one, right? And you're communicating with tier one to say, okay, you could be tier one, but you could easily become tier two, or you could easily become Tim Ferriss down the road. What words of insight would you give to them to help them motivate them to continue on their journey?
Well, if I think about someone that's just starting off, the first thing is remote work is not a nice to have, it's table stakes now. And not only that, there's an opportunity inside of this reshuffling of the deck, which is very exciting. So work has completely changed. I love to steal Mark Andreessen's words from this, who is the partner at Andreessen and Horowitz, basically the most powerful VC firm on the planet. He said remote work is going to be more powerful than the internet itself in terms of the change that it's going to impact on the world. So you've got everyone right now is on a horse and buggy, and you're going to learn how to build a Model T. And this is going to be an incredibly exciting time for you. If you can overtake that, if you can take on that challenge and you can simply move faster, if you can implement deep work as an example at scale, you will be unbeatable in comparison to all the horse and buggies. I don't know. Well, neither of us were alive at that point, but when you think about back in 1915, when the first Model T rolled off the production line, I'm sure a lot of people said, oh, that'll never replace my horse. But 20 years later, all the horses were gone and Model Ts were running everything. And I think we're at that current moment right now. And you need to be mindful about that opportunity that's in front of you, because it could completely transform the way that you do work. And that's by far the most important thing inside a business, is the work that's being done. So you need to be mindful of that. Take these lessons into consideration and really try to run a remote business, not because you necessarily have to, but because it's actually going to be a much more successful business model for you long term.